And go.
Okay, here's a question from a guy called Dave Miller.
Alright.
Hey, I'm from Vineyard in the UK and just have a quick little question. When you lead worship, is the structure of each song set or is it open? For example, does the band know how many choruses there are, or is it open-ended? I mean, I totally fluctuate from one extreme to the other and fall somewhere in the middle most of the time.
I think it's actually kind of helpful just to have it set, and then I normally leave a gap, like a window, for some open-endedness. So normally, like after the second, like if I do a verse, chorus, second verse, chorus, chorus, which is really typical of how most of the worship songs we do go, I normally leave some space, and it feels like there's still something we could carry on doing with that song, and we can carry on, and then I'll go back into the chorus and end. But normally, we know roughly what the format is, and if there's going to be a gap, I say, hey, here's some freestyle time, let's try that. What are your thoughts on that?
I guess different churches have different setups, and some churches want a really tight time of worship, and so to really arrange the songs so that they know exactly how many minutes and how much time it is. And if your band is not the type of band that can, kind of feels comfortable about moving around within the songs, then I'd say stick to a form. But other churches, if you want open and free worship time, you need to leave space there, and as long as the rest of the band knows where that's going to be potentially, I think you can totally watch the worship leader and get cues from him, and you can make the song as long or as short as you want it to be.
You say like endings are a good idea, you guys all know how to do an ending together.
Yeah, I think especially for rehearsals, what I find to be very helpful is if you don't have a lot of time to practice the whole set a couple of times, practice the beginnings of songs and the end of songs, because once you're in, you're pretty much into the song, and then if you know how it's going to begin and you know how it's going to end, you're pretty much going to get it nailed. So if you've got a limited time to practice your songs, I'd say go for the beginnings and endings of songs, and you should be alright.